Speaking of Texas, this state right now is on track to become the largest data center market on earth. You heard me right. Hundreds of projects, billions in investment, millions of square feet of new buildings. It is coming. It's coming fast. But the question is, are we ready? Tonight, I-Team reporter Brian New looking into what this data center boom means for the grid here in our state, the economy, and also rural communities across Texas.
Hey Siri, remind me in 10 minutes to do laundry.
Every question you ask, every chatbot reply, every AI image, every line of code, it all has to live somewhere. And that somewhere is here. To power the AI boom, tech companies are racing to build data centers. Thousands of them. Texas already has nearly 400. And industry groups say in 3 years, it's poised to become the nation's leading data center market.
Texas is a great market for us. So you obviously have great resources in terms of people, great access to energy, and frankly, it creates an environment, it's a pro-business environment.
Colin McLean's company, Digital Realty, runs 30 data centers across Texas, including 450,000 square feet in Richardson and another 1 million square foot facility under construction in Garland. Projects like this and hundreds of others are popping up across the state. Fast. Some say too fast. We are headed west towards Hood County, where as many as 6 data center projects are currently in the pipeline. The largest, the Comanche Circle project, has already received conditional approval from the county. Each building on this project would be massive, roughly the size of 2.5 Walmarts. The plan calls for 30 of these buildings on a piece of land that's been rural for generations.
My dad, Bud Davis, bought the property in 1964.
For the Davis family, this isn't just property.
This house was built in 1888.
It's history and home.
What does this property, this area, what does this mean to you and your family?
That's that's hard to describe. It's just beautiful.
But across the fence line, that could all change. Construction on the Comanche Circle Data Center site is scheduled to begin by the end of the year.
It would just destroy everything that we hold dear here. Light pollution, sound pollution, the water shed, but just the quality of life.
It's about 300 feet from our fence line is where the first building or the closest building will be.
The Crawfords moved out here to retire. Now they too are urging county leaders to slow down these projects.
And it's not just the project that's next to us. There are other projects going on in Hood County and Somervell County, all right together. And it's a concern of the cumulative effect of all of these.
So far, the county is still allowing the project to move forward. A Florida-based developer declined our interview, but at a recent meeting, he defended his plans.
So if I follow the regulations in place, and I'm a private landowner, and there is no zoning authority within Hood County, I deserve the right to build my project.
Fights like this are breaking out across Texas, especially in rural counties, where leaders often aren't sure what they should do or what they can do. And the biggest challenge, no one really knows what this boom will bring. Take water. A recent study estimates that Texas data centers could use up to 161 billion gallons a year by 2030, or as little as 29 billion gallons. That's like the difference between adding 32 golf courses or more than 1,000. Then there's power. ERCOT says more than 220 gigawatts worth of projects have applied to connect to the grid. That's more than double what Texas uses on the hottest summer day. But more than half of those proposals haven't cleared required studies, and many may never get built.
And that's one of the challenges for us, frankly, is trying to predict how many of these projects going forward are really going to make it across the goal line.
But even with so many unknowns, State Senator Tam Parker insists Texas can handle the growth. He points to what's changed since the 2021 blackout. More power on the grid, stricter reviews, and guardrails to make sure both electricity and water are in place before a new data center flips the switch.
5 years from now, do you think Texans will see data centers as progress or regret?
5 years from now, I think they'll see it as progress. We can walk and chew gum. We can support a strong grid, protect our water resources, our electricity resources, while at the same time supporting advanced technology. We can do all of it.
But for neighbors staring at what could change, the view is different.
Is it hard to look out there and think that could be all buildings?
Yeah,
It
breaks our heart.
breaks our heart.
What's important to understand is this. We've never seen anything like what's coming. Yes, Texas already has nearly 400 data centers, but the ones being built and proposed now are far bigger. And if you just look at the electricity use, the demand we see today could jump tenfold by 2030. So it's that unknown that's creating so much anxiety.
That's our Brian New from the I-Team. Still